Hey everyone, let's take a look at the Wildflower Bouquet by LEGO Icons. This is the Botanical Collection. Set number 10313 contains 939 bricks. And boy, that does look pretty. And oh, look right here. Vase not included. Oh. So we're just going to get a bunch of loose flowers. And this model here stands roughly 17 inches tall or 43 centimeters tall. That's what it looks like. And right there is what it looks like in person in real life. So I wish they would have done that on the front of the box. But it looks pretty interesting. Now I've built a few of these before and they're really interesting builds. They're very fun to put together. Well, how fun is this one? Well, let's head over to the Lego table and take a look. Now for the grand tour. I managed to scrounge up a vase. It's probably a little too big for this, but for the most part though, flowers do fit in this vase. So I'm not really familiar with flowers. I'm going to try to go off the best I can. So here we have the Leatherleaf Fern. We have the Corn Parsley, Paisley Parsley right here, Queen Anne's Lace, and the Welsh Poppy, which is this one right here. And then we have like the Cornflowers and the Lupin right here. And how I know that one is because I struggle putting these little pieces on here. We'll talk about that in the review. And we got daisies and all sorts of stuff in here. And I'll have the whole complete list of flowers in the description. So I think there's 12 flowers you can build in total. And that's basically what it is. Okay, so for the most part, it's very pretty to look at. And it does look realistic. From afar, it looks real. So who's really going to know, huh? And the best thing about this type of arrangement is you don't have to water it. So you could be like me and just forget and not have to worry. You just have to use your dust brush to clean these off. Okay, so now we're going to go right into the review. For the build experience, it was okay. And the reason it's okay is because some flowers were very repetitious. Okay, some of these you have to build 3 of. That's fine. You had to build 2 of these poppies, 2 daisies in different colors. These right here is what really set the score for me with these Lupin flowers. My goodness, these little minifigure hats would fall right off. You had to really struggle with those. Matter of fact, that was the only fragile flower in the whole build. And all this other stuff in here is pretty sound. So just as a fair warning though, if you're into repetitious builds, this is the one for you. If you're like me and you kind of start losing interest, I was starting to lose interest when I was starting to put all this in here. You were putting like 20 to 25 of these. This right here were like, each one of these daisies has 24 petals. So just imagine you got to do that 48 times with between the 2 here. So here's the other one right here. So for the most part though, they're pretty to look at. Which leads to build quality, which we already talked about. Some pieces flaked off. Play value. Well, it's just a display piece. You wouldn't really be able to play with this. All right, this is just meant to be as a piece to be admired. It's not meant to be played with or anything like that. And as far as for dropping it in a Lego city, you really can't drop it in a city as is. Maybe if you have a fun park or something, you can probably put these around, maybe a roller coaster or something. Or you can probably pop off some of these flowers and just plant them around your city. So like these, for example, the cornflowers, the parsley you could, you know, these fern pieces you could do that. But other than that though, you really can't do anything else with it. As for mocks, you could actually add more to this. You could combine this with the other botanical flowers. I think I may still have the orchid I could throw in there. And it is for the most part what it is. It's just meant to be admired. So you could build onto this as well. So the build experience for this to me was okay to relaxing, except for the repetitious part, and my hands were getting tired. So this is something you may want to build with a partner, and everything is broken down in such a way, like I'll show you here in the manual. And the thing about my reviews is I break down and we talk about the good, bad, and ugly, but this is the good part right here. Look at that. Okay. So you can have up to 4 members build things. Like you could have partner 1 build this group and partner 2 build this group here. So it is broken down to where you could build this as a group project. Now, mind you, it only comes with 1 building guide, so you're going to have to get a digital copy to enjoy the group activities for it. But for the most part, and especially with my hands being as tired as they are, I'm happy with the arrangement. It looks really nice, looks realistic too. So for the designers, this is really a nice treat. And thanks for sharing your design with us. Next time, make it a little more friendly for hands. And the book does also have some excerpts in here. They talk about what the pieces were used for originally and what they're used for in here now. So there's a little information in the manual to learn as well as learning about new flower types. And I'd like to see that more in LEGO sets, where we get a little bit more information about the build and what the designers were thinking. So, yeah, I think honestly, it's a nice, beautiful Wildflower Bouquet. And I don't know what I did with the boxes. I just lost that. This is the Wildflower Bouquet by LEGO Icons. Set number 10313 contains 939 bricks and retails for $59.99. And honestly, I did get my $59.99 worth out of the set. That's pretty good. That's about $60 worth. And yeah, you don't have to water anything, and it's very eye appealing. So tell me what you think. Do you think this set is worth $60? For me personally, I think it is. It was a very nice build all around, just a bit repetitious.